So let's do a console walkthrough of AWS. We'll see what serverless products AWS have. All right, so this is the AWS console, and I hope you already know how to use this console. So there are multiple services available in AWS. I mean, they have plethora of services. Now, a lot of them are serverless. AWS Lambda, which is one of the most famous serverless service provided by AWS. They have launched something called Elastic Container Service Fargate, which is also serverless. Then they have Amazon Aurora serverless. Think about it. They have a database which is serverless. I know what you are thinking. Database has both compute and storage. How it can be serverless? I know what you are thinking. How database can be serverless? So think of it this way: database has both compute and storage components. So the database engine runs as a program which is run by the compute platform which you have. And storage is again the storage which is external to servers. So when we talk about database servers, we talk about the compute platform on which the database engine is running. Storage is always different, but yes, when we think of database servers, we include the include the storage as well. But actually, storage is different. So as database has a compute component as well, you can make compute component serverless. That's where Amazon Aurora serverless comes into picture. It's a compute platform or the compute component of the database which is serverless, which we'll see in our case study. Then DynamoDB is also serverless. So if you know how DynamoDB works, if you have ever worked on DynamoDB, you know that you create a table in DynamoDB, right? So after creating a table, you insert data into it. Now DynamoDB is built. The billing of DynamoDB is on read capacity units and write capacity units, plus the storage. So there are two components of DynamoDB billing. First of all, you can never log into the DynamoDB server where the engine is running. There's no access to it. But if you look closely in the billing parameter, as I said, it has read capacity units, write capacity units, and data stored. So read capacity units and write capacity units are provided by the compute platform or the compute component of DynamoDB. And then the storage. So storage is different. So if you store 200 GB in a month, you'll have to pay for 200 GB. If you use, let's say, 1000 read capacity units and 500 write capacity units, you'll have to pay only for 1000 read capacity units and 500 read capacity units, no matter when you use it. So that's how what AWS has done. AWS has separated the compute component of DynamoDB from storage. Storage, you have to pay whatever amount you store. If you store 200 GB for the entire month, you'll have to pay for 200 GB. And compute is different. So read and write capacity units are the compute units of DynamoDB. Then there are a lot of other AWS services also. Code commit is also serverless. Code pipeline is something which gives you, which falls in the category of AWS DevOps. That is also serverless. You do not have it. That is similar to Jenkins, but you do not have any server. So there are a lot of AWS serverless services available, and we'll discuss few services in our case study.